Have you ever heard about pacts with the devil? Is it really worth selling a soul in exchange for riches? Today, we're going to tell a shocking and thought-provoking story. Once upon a time, there was a very wealthy man named James, who in his boundless ambition made a drastic decision. He sold his soul to the devil in exchange for unimaginable fortune. For a time, James lived surrounded by luxury, power, and everything money could buy. But all of that came at a price he was about to discover in the most terrifying way possible. One night, James suddenly woke up, with a deep fear invading his body. It was an inexplicable terror, as if something dark was surrounding him. His senses were on high alert, but he saw nothing. The air was heavy, hard to breathe, and a cold chill crawled up his spine. With his heart racing, he was in despair. "Why are you doing this to me, devil? I already sold my soul to you. There's no reason to scare me like this." But instead of silence, a cold, macabre voice echoed in his room. "It's not me. Why would I scare you? Your soul already belongs to me. I no longer need to tempt you." James was stunned. If it wasn't the devil, then what could be causing this overwhelming fear? Suddenly, an intense light illuminated the room. James closed his eyes, unable to resist the brightness that flooded the space. When he opened them, he saw the figure of a man emerging from the midst of the light. He was serene, majestic, but his presence made the fear grow even stronger. Terrified, James stammered, Who are you?" With a firm voice, the man answered, "I am Jesus." James, overcome with panic, could hardly believe it. His entire body trembled, not only out of fear, but something deeper, something he didn't understand. "No, this can't be. Why do I feel such terror in your presence?" he said, confused. Jesus then looked at him with sadness and replied, "Because you sold your soul. You now belong to darkness, and I am the light. That's why my presence causes you such fear. Since the beginning of time, the Father gave man free will, the power to choose, and you chose. You preferred the devil over God." Upon hearing those words, James felt his heart sink into despair. He knew Jesus was right. His decision had separated him from all that was good and pure. Before he could react, Jesus reached out his hand, and a bright, soft light began to leave James's body. It was the Holy Spirit, the last spark of hope that still remained in his being. Jesus looked at James with compassion. "I have come to claim what is mine," he said. In the corner of the room, a sound of crying echoed. James looked and saw an angel kneeling, tears falling incessantly. It was a vision of deep sorrow, a celestial being devastated by pain. "Lord, forgive me. I failed to watch over him. I couldn't guard him from the darkness," lamented the angel, his voice choked with grief. James, now empty, felt the weight of his choices. What he had gained with his wealth did not compare to what he was losing for eternity. His story reminds us of the value of the soul and the consequences of the decisions we make. In the end, what truly matters is not what we possess on earth, but our connection with the divine. And you, what choices have you made?